Okay guys, yes, I am back again with another video, guys. I'm recording from a different camera, so I hope you guys can see me clear. Anyway guys, okay, this is going to be Catfish Season 7, Episode 14, I think Breana and Josh. I know I'm a day late, guys, but I had some technical difficulties, but I'm back at it again. Okay, let's just get into this video. I don't want to make this video too long. Okay, you had a young lady named Breana out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. And she was on MySpace when she was 15. Now she's 26. So the past 11 years, guys, she was talking to this guy named Josh. Okay? Never met this person, okay? But they're supposedly a couple, quote unquote. He calls her baby. He has a Facebook, and he says Breana is his girlfriend. But whenever she asks him to video chat, he refuses to video chat. She did, so that's, clearly a red flag, So they fly Breana out to California. They rented her an apartment. And she said, she grew up in Minnesota, and she was like the only African American girl. And there were a lot of, the other kids used to make fun of her and bully her because she was, dark skinned African American. And that's when she was younger. And then when she met Josh on MySpace, they were talking. So like any problem she's had over the past 11 years, this Josh person was always there. So anyhow, guys. So, she shows Neva Max a picture of Josh. Now Josh is cute. He's a cute guy, African American. But they're like, have you ever spoken to Josh? He's like, yeah, one time, and his voice was deep. And they're like, well, maybe it was a grown man and not a teenager. And she's like, well, I guess she didn't really pay it any mind. So they go and do their research. And they see some young lady named Special. But it's not spelled the usual way, Special. It's spelled Speecial, okay? And then they determine that that's his sister. So they reach out to this Special person. And she called them back. And she's like, yeah, that's my brother. And they're like, well, can we meet up and talk about this, Josh, character? But before that, they had messaged another girl. I can't remember her name. But there was another girl on his Facebook, on Josh's Facebook. There's all these, it's about 1,000 girls on his page. And one of them, as I said, I can't recall her name. It don't even matter what her name was. But it was saying that, where are you? It was saying hey baby, or something like that. And they reached out to that girl, and she said Josh was just at my house a couple of days ago in Cali, but he left. And then they reached out to this other girl, and she said that she has been dating Josh for 3 years, but never met him. So it looks like this Josh is a player, okay? So they go and meet up Special, and they drove to Victorville, California. Now, I don't know how far that is between LA and Victorville. I don't know, guys. Cali is a big state. So anyway, they meet up with this Special. And she's like, yeah, my brother, he's a player. He's just roaming. He goes from, state to state. And then she said, well, a friend of ours, you could call a friend of ours named Kenneth. So they reached out to this Kenneth dude. And Kenneth said, yeah, I'm in Victorville. Josh is supposed to come to my house for a party tonight. So they're like, okay, cool. So they drove out to Victorville. And they get a text from the Kenneth man. And, they met the man in front of some kind of restaurant or whatever. And the man said, no, Josh isn't with me. But he's like, I didn't want to tell you that on the phone. So then they're like, okay. So then they left. And well, the Kenneth guy, he had said he could be in Nevada. They have another sister in Vegas. So they get back in the car and they head to Vegas. Then Josh texts and he's like, "Is Breana with you guys?" And they said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, okay, y'all could come to where I'm staying out in Vegas." So they drove to Vegas. Now I don't know how far Vegas is from Victorville, California. It don't even matter, guys. So they get to Vegas and they see this guy standing at like a dead end street. It was Josh. He was who he said he was. It was the same guy now. So, Brianna was happy that it was the same guy from the pictures, after all these years. But she was mad that, why they never met. Because she had saved up, she had saved up money and was going to buy a ticket to have Josh come to see her in Minnesota, but he was making up excuses that, he had to work. But she's like, he never had, like, steady work. It's always he didn't have a job, he had a job. Like, he has a lot of problems. So then Josh explained, right now I don't have a job. He had a job somewhere in LA, but he lost his apartment, he lost his car. Right now he's in a shelter, like transitional shelter for young men, but he's 26. And then Brianna's like, "Oh my goodness." She's like, "You know me, we've been talking all these years. You could have just told me that, And he's like, "Well, I didn't want to tell you." And then she's like, "But..." And she was mad. And she's like, "But when you said we were going to be together, did you really mean that? Or that was just some bullcrap?" And he's like, "Yes, I really want to be with you," and all this other bullcrap. So then Neve said, "Okay, let's take a break. We'll meet up tomorrow." So the next day they met up at where Josh is, I guess Josh's sister house. And then Brianna was like, "I don't know if we should be together. We should just remain friends, because, you have a lot, going on right now." He's like, "Yeah, that's understandable." And she's like, "Stop being a player." He's like, "I didn't even think I was a player." And she's like, "You could always call me. You could always message me. You will always have a friend in Minnesota." So then that was it. They left. They did a 2-month update. She has spoken to Josh. He's still in the shelter. They're still like friends. Okay, here's my thing, guys. Okay, Brianna is an attractive young lady. Okay, 26. Okay, now I don't understand why she was talking to this Josh for 11 years, guys. So that means in that 11 years, you wasn't talking to any dudes where you live at. You're just basing everything on this Josh character. And then it turns out he's kind of like a weirdo, talking to all these different girls. And plus, Josh is not stable. Okay, he has no job, he has no car, so he has no money. Okay? And I don't understand why he couldn't tell her that. If y'all been talking for 11 years, hello, you could tell the person what's going on with your life. The whole thing just seemed very strange, okay? And I think by meeting Josh in person, I think it was for a good reason. Things happen for a reason. I think by her meeting him was for a good. Now she could move forward with her life, find a dude in Minnesota, and just keep Josh as a what they call it keep Josh as like a friend, like a out of state friend. So I think that is pretty much it, guys. The whole episode was just very foolish and very crazy. And I did not, oh my goodness. I was kind of mad, guys, that it was actually him. As I've been saying before, it's no fun when the person is actually who they say they are. That's no fun, guys. And I don't understand why people are still getting catfish in 2018. If somebody doesn't want to video chat with you, something is usually wrong, guys. Or if they don't want to talk on the phone, that's another red flag. Or if they live in your same state, that's another red flag. I don't know why this program is still on. I guess maybe for Neve and Max to get a check, or for us to have some laughs. I don't know, guys. But that's it, guys. Brianna and Josh. As I said, guys, it was ridiculous and pure and a bunch of bullcrap. But that's pretty much it, guys. If you saw the episode, comment down below. Don't forget to like this video, guys. Don't forget to share this video, guys. Don't forget to hit that bell so you're notified when I upload new videos, guys. I don't have a recording schedule. I just upload videos. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, guys. Alright? I do catfish reviews. And this is your girl, Miss Brooklyn TV, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.